What do you say to these allegations in the Globe and Mail today?
100% false. And if they want to accuse me of smoking a marijuana joint or a hash joint or that derivative, yeah, when I was 16, 17, 18, yes, I'm dead against drugs.
So you did smoke drugs, but did you ever sell them?
No, I smoked marijuana and hash. No, I didn't. You're asking me if did I buy a joint like every other teenager? Yes. I'd probably sell a joint to a friend back and forth in a small party? Yes. But if you're asking me, did I sell drugs? No, 100% not. On top of that, I'm dead against drugs. I didn't even drink when I was a teenager. I still don't drink. I don't even take aspirin. I don't even know if someone threw crack on the table, I wouldn't know what it looks like. And I'm not playing with you here. I don't know what crack looks like. I wouldn't know how to use that crap. And for people to come out and throw allegations at us in this article, some of them are comical. They said something James Gardens. I'd like to find one person to ever say that I was down at James Gardens. Never. Outside of walking my dog, maybe when I was younger. I just want to ask one person that. Come forward and say Doug Ford was at the so-called drive-through drugstore, as they said in the article.
So where do you think these allegations are coming from?
They called 200, and let me tell you the story here. Over the last 2 years, they called probably 200 people that I went to high school with. I couldn't even remember people's names when they were calling me up, saying they're saying these outlandish comments, Doug. What are you going to do? And so what I did, and they lied about this, I actually called the editor and had him in. I think it was the editor, one of their bosses. And I said, how can you make these statements? Who are these people? Right, out of 200 people, you found 10 people? I'm sure if I looked into your high school, I could find 10 people that didn't like you. Maybe they didn't. You were a popular gal. I'm not too sure.
Not really, actually.
But I'm just saying, can they, and especially when you're in the political life, you gotta be kidding me. Did they pay for these interviews? I'm wondering who these people are. Because everyone that's called me, when they called my customers in our business, called suppliers, called anyone they could do to try to, number one, take down our company, take down our family. They can't go after our what we've done in the city, the way we've changed the fiscal foundation of this city, our policies and our agenda. They can't attack us on that. They have to go personal. And I got to tell you, you have kids?
Yes.
Imagine waking up in the morning and trying to tell your kids at that age, when I told them how terrible drugs are, even though our federal government's selling medical marijuana, how terrible marijuana is, and they see in the news media outside these allegations, they're worried about leaving the house. That's painful. That's what hurts me, and my mother and my kids. That's what hurts me. I'm a big boy. I can handle this.
How did your children react?
They were in tears. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, heart-wrenching to me. You know, that's the toughest part of this job, when they're telling me, Dad, leave. And I have to explain to them that I committed to the same people that I grew up with, that we've been there for 50 years, that I'm going to work hard for them, that we have. The phone calls start at 5 in the morning, 6 o'clock. I'm out rolling out of bed before 6. I get in at 12. I don't see my family. I haven't seen my family today from first thing this morning. It's continuous. Why? For what? I don't need this. All I do is give back. That's all I've done. Since high school, I went to Rotary. I went into Dad's business, and then I went into Rotary, 21 years old, as the youngest member, giving back to I started with the Easter Seal folks, kids with disabilities. I received an award for outstanding service to the community, the highest award you can get in Rotary International. I was the president for years. All I've done is give back, give back, give back. My question is, all the social elites in the city, all our critics, give up your job. You come down. I'll give my seat to you. I want to see someone with a business give up their business, put it on hold for 4 years, cost the family millions of dollars, and in legal fees $1 million before taxes, that we could go to the people and ask for it back, but we don't. I'd like to see anyone endure what we've done and still accomplish what we've been able to do in the city.
I have to say, since I've been covering politics at City Hall, since you and your brother have become mayor and councillor, there have always been rumors swirling about the two of you, that there is drug use.
I don't do drugs. Let me be very, very clear. I don't do drugs. I don't know what crack cocaine looks like. I don't drink. I don't take aspirin. I don't know how much clearer I can be. I've said it at every single newscast, and I'll continue to say it.
Can we talk about your brother just for a moment?
Sure.
He came out publicly yesterday. In contrast to you, he waited a week, and you've come out right from the start. Why the difference in how this is
Well,
being handled?
there's a big difference, you know, and I say to the Globe and Mail, is this the best you have? Is this the best you have 30 years ago? There's a big difference of the accusation they gave Rob and an accusation they gave me. Rob was getting legal and political advice. He went with his heart, as I said in the news conference, and he came to the people.
So let's talk about what he said yesterday, because people are really scrutinizing his words.
Sure.
And he
They will
said
always scrutinize
exactly, people are saying that the denial was very carefully worded, and that he said, I do not smoke crack cocaine. He didn't say, I have never smoked crack cocaine.
I can tell you, I've asked Rob 3 times. He told me that he does not do crack cocaine. He's not a crack addict. And I believe him.
Has he ever in the past?
He told me he hasn't. You got to understand, we grew up 5 years difference. Do you have siblings? Is there an age gap of 5? I don't know. Maybe you hung out with your brothers or sisters. We had separate lives. Right now, Rob and I, we work together at City Hall. He goes to his family at night. I go to my family at night. When I ask him, I believe him. It's very simple.
So he says he has never ever done crack cocaine.
That's correct.
Not just
That's
in
what
the
he
past
that's
few
what he
weeks,
has told
but
me.
in the last
That's correct.
few years. What about this video that 2 reporters from the Toronto Star claim to have seen? And in journalistic circles, they are respected reporters. They say they've seen a video.
One is. The other one chases my mother around, follows her around, my 78-year-old mother. They're the same organization that said Rob, which I think was worse than putting anything in any pipe, is hitting a kid, abusing a kid on his football team. What sort of allegations are they? And that, thank God, this kid came forward and said that it wasn't done. Rob never touched him. Sheer allegations. And guess what? One of the people that they used as a witness, the guy's up as a serial plagiarizer now, head of the school board.
But how do you explain 2 reporters and a website, and granted it's a gossip website, but how do you explain 3 different people saying they've seen this one video?
Well, again, show us the video. Where's this video? How can I even comment on alleged video that no one knows where it is?
Do you think a video exists?
I don't know. I can't answer that. When as everyone's using on the media, when the eagle came down and swooped out the kid, and we had media all around the world thinking, man, this is incredible. When that girl jumped in front of the car and made it look like she got killed, there's a lot of things you can do with a video. When there was an ad out for a look-alike, a real ad, a look-alike, a Rob Ford with smoking a cigar or something, there's so many possibilities. I don't know. I'm just telling you what Rob has told me.
But when you say you don't know that there's a video,
I don't know if there's a video. It's alleged.
Are you opening the door to the possibility that there may be?
No, I'm not saying that. I can't do hypothetical questions. There's 3 people that said they have a video. Bring it forward.
So let's talk about the video, because now they say they can't reach the alleged seller who was putting it out for sale. I'll be honest, many people are saying the Ford family bought this video.
Okay, well, let me tell you very clearly, the Ford family did not buy that video. 100%. Do you know what would happen? If someone called me to buy the video, I'd be calling the police. Because as far as I'm concerned, these people are extortionists. They're accused of drug dealing. And they only take cash for this video. And why in the U.S.? As far as I know, and I've checked, isn't there a money laundering law? Isn't someone going to be arrested for laundering $200,000 to a bunch of drug dealers? That's what I'd like to know.
Do you think these allegations will hurt your political career? You've made no secret that you would like to go into provincial politics like your father.
No. I'll step down tomorrow and get reelected, because they're same people I grew up with, same people I door knock, same people I see at the grocery store. Those are a small knit community that we've been there for 50 years, that we've given back to the community continuously.
What about your brother? Do you think these allegations will hurt him?
Well, what I say is let the people decide. True democracy, rather than all the hearsay and the media and all the lefties attacking us. Like I said, why don't we all step down? Why don't we have a provincial and a municipal election? Why don't we go to the people? There's a heck of a lot more scandals in the province than there is at the city right now. We've saved $1 billion. They've wasted billions of dollars. That's the difference.
Do you regret entering politics?
I didn't sign up for this part of it, but I'm not a quitter. I'm going to work for the people, because if it wasn't the people that look me square in the eyes and say, keep going and don't give up on us because we're relying on you, that's what I have to explain to our kids.
Now, we've mentioned a lawsuit. Would you consider suing? Many people are saying, prove your innocence.
Yeah.
Sue the Globe and sue the Star.
So that's easy for people to say. Number one, we've spent $1 million before taxes protecting Rob, and he was innocent on all 3 court cases. And do they want me to go spend a few $1 million that I've worked my back off over 25 or 30 years building the company, and have the big mighty Globe and Mail and the big mighty Thompson family, $30 billion a year family, one of the richest in the world? They'll wear us down. I've talked to people that have sued the Globe and Mail. They'll wear you down. They'll drag you through hell. They'll muddy your name. You'll be in court every 10 seconds. Over what? Over 30 years ago, an accusation that they're coming up with?
If, and I'm saying if, these allegations were even proven to be true, do you think people would care that you were selling drugs when you were 18 years old?
No, you know something, they aren't true, first of all. And would they care? I don't know. That would be up to the people. All I know is what I've done. I'm the only politician, I could be wrong, I'm the only politician that has stepped away from his business, given his more than his salary, more time than most people, and I have no agenda. I get nothing out of it. Nothing.
Do you donate your entire salary?
Absolutely I do. To different organizations. And I don't put it in my ward. I'll go to a park and donate $2,500, and we get the community involved. And we revitalized a park that hasn't been changed for 40 years because we don't get the Section 37 money up in Rexdale that they get down here. I get nothing up there. The homeless shelter, I usually give $2,500 to $5,000 a year down the Good Shepherd. I started a basketball program up in my ward. It's a few $1,000s. I'll list them off, but I do have a special project that hopefully I'm coming up with that will support people and communities with parks.
And what's
that I want to distribute that throughout the whole city.
What's a councillor's salary these days?
It's $102,000 then taxes. I don't even keep track of it. I haven't opened up a paycheck.
But you donate all of it?
More than all of it, more. And in saying that, these councillors down there, not all of them, because we have some good councillors, they could not find a job in the private sector to pay $103,000, $30,000 expense account, gas paid for, cell phones paid for, a $225,000 office budget. I challenge any of those guys or gals to go out. I come from the private sector, and you try to find a job paying that much. They won't find it. I'll guarantee it.
What's next for you?
Just
how
keep
are you
working.
going to handle this next? Are you done?
No.
Talking.
I've hit everyone. I've hit every single media outlet. I'm as you say, getting in front of it, because I have nothing to worry about. I feel good in my own skin. I feel good waking up. What hurts me is my family. My girls have to go through this, and my mother has to go through this. You know, that's what hurts me the most. I'm a big boy. I can handle the bumps and bruises, because I know I'm doing the right thing. And we know we've done a great job for the City of Toronto, changing the fiscal foundation around. It made me laugh how everyone says, oh, when Rob got elected, you can't do this, can't do that, can't do that. We pretty well got everything accomplished. There's still a lot of work. Tourism's going to stop. We just set a record in tourism. We've smashed every record Toronto's ever had in development. We have 184 cranes, more than 5 cities combined. We have 9 million hotel rooms sold. Our tax rate is the lowest in North America against any city. We're the only government that spent less one year than they did the previous year. It's unheard of, the accomplishments that we've done. But it's overshadowed by all of this.
How was your brother today? After this,
I haven't had a chance to talk to him because you guys have been calling me 24/7. I've been trying to reach him. His voicemail is full, and I guess he's trying to reach me, and My voicemail's full.
But this past week, then, if you haven't talked
Yeah, it's
to me
been
today, I saw
challenging.
you, yeah.
Absolutely, it's
How
been
has he
challenging.
personally been handling all of this?
Yeah, it's tough. It's challenging, but what keeps us going are the phone calls, the thousands of them, and texts and emails. That's the only thing that keeps me going are the people.
So we're going to see you continue on in politics.
Not city politics for this term. I'll finish my term, but we'll see. I'll always keep the door open to provincial because it's dysfunctional at the city right now. And it doesn't matter what mayor's in there until you change the governance system and make the mayor a real mayor that can make a decision and have veto power.
I think Torontonians are tired of the scandals.
Yeah, they're tired of the media.
And some are tired of what
So
they
50,
see as a mayor
50%,
who
yeah.
creates some of the
Well,
scandals
yeah.
too.
Well, Rob's no angel. Rob is absolutely no angel. But he's an honest man, I'll tell you that. And he respects the tax dollars. I would love for the media to spend a fraction of the time looking into some of the background of these councillors. I'd love to see it. And MPPs. We see what happened in Montreal. We see what happens in Quebec. I'd go, dig it up, find out what they've done when they were in high school. That's what I'd love.
Thank you for coming in
Thank
and
you.
talking to us today.
Thank you.